Hi Andrew, this is your instructor Sam, and I can see the question. Of course, I understand it is a little tricky, so let's try to solve it together here. There's also a video on this one if you want to check that one out, but let's just start with what we have on us right now. So first, I'm going to write the question right here on the right. So V equals pi h square m, and the question is asking us to solve the following for m. So we have to keep m on one side and move all these guys on the left side. So if this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side, then m should be on one side and all other variables will move on the other side. So let's see. If I want to start, the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to see how I can get rid of this pi. So v equals pi h square m. I just wrote the same statement again. But now what I'm going to do is divide the left side by pi and divide the right side by pi. Okay, what does this step means? If I had something like 3 equals 3, and if I divide both sides by the same number, say 3, so 3 upon 3 is 1, 3 upon 3 is 1. So you will see that if you divide or if you put in denominator same number on the each side of the equality, you do not change anything. So we use this phenomena in solving a question involving these variables. So what I did is I divide both sides by pi. Now here it will become v divided by pi. But over here it is pi divided by pi. So we can cancel these out. Numerator and denominator, if it's the same variable, you can cancel it out. So what we are left with now is v upon pi equals h square m, because now the pi is gone. Hope it makes sense until this step. Now our next step is to get rid of this h square. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to keep m on one side because the question says solve for m. So who's the funny guy next to m? It is this h square. So I don't have to worry about thinking h or h square. Whatever is written here, I'm gonna say divide by h square. When I say do something on one side, I must do it on the other side as well. But over here, there is already pi sitting, so just keep the h square next to the pi. Now this h square cancels out. You are left with only m. So it is m. I'm just copying what is there equals. Now h square is gone. And on the left side, we are left with v upon pi h square. So this is the solution. Now let's feed it into the MyMathLab. So we go right here and we click on the screen and we say, okay, what was it again? V upon pi h square. So we will say we need this kind of thing. And on the numerator, we want v. On the denominator, we want pi. So there is pi. Then after pi, we want to put a space and write h, and then with h we want something on power, so h square. So mostly it's about feeding the answer. If you feed it right in the Pearson MyMathLab, then you would get the result correctly. So this is how I solved it. Let me know if you have any question. Any question like this, we can just try one more if that's okay. So let's just erase this whole screen here. Say any question which is like AB is equal to CDE square. Okay, I can just put any variables and I'll say solve for C. So what does that mean? That means leave C on one side and move everything on the other side. So you will say, oh, so you want C here, so you don't want D, I'll divide this by D, and you don't want E square, so I'll divide this by E square. So in the denominator there will be d upon e square, but whatever is on one side should always be on the other side of the equality. So we will divide the other side by DE square as well. Now it's easy. D and D cancelled out. E square cancelled out. We are left with Mr. C on the right side. What's on the left side? AB upon DE square. Okay, and you just feed it. Hope this solves your doubt, dude. Let me know if any questions.